Hey YouTube, Dan Peters here. So I figured I'd make a quick update video as I do this. So we have all the tires holding air now. That's always the first step. You need to be able to roll it around. They were very reluctant, let's put it that way. This one has a horrible leak everywhere. It's just so dry rotted, I don't even know how it holds air still. But I put a bunch of, actually I might have threw it away, or, oh no, it's right here. Pretty much whatever I had left of my green slime, prevent and repair flat tire sealant. And I figured it's such a cheap quad, you know, it's not really anything I really have to worry about. And look at that. This thing went from not holding anything to at least holding some air right now. And once I start driving it, you know, it'll get better. I might even put some sealant in that front tire. Even though it is holding still, it's kind of like preventative maintenance at this point. So this thing needs a new starter. And we already have the plastics off on this side, so this is perfect. All you have to do is take off this side cover now and replace the starter, which I have right here. Brand new starter. I should have gotten the correct one, I hope. Yeah, that looks like the correct one. Guess we'll find out either way. And we're going to start to put this thing back together. I figured it'd be nice to have another project done. This one's not so much a project, it's just like a little beat around mini spare ATV. Just something else that we can mess around with. So without further ado, let's get to work on this. And I'm going to get you guys a little time lapse. Just like that. Alright, that should work. You guys see okay? I hope. Yeah, it looks okay. Yeah. I think I'm just going to do one entire video just on this quad. We'll do everything in the one video. I still have to grease all four. Well, we'll go more into everything in a little bit, but like I said, let's get this done. I have the carb. I have the jet kit. Everything is ready to go. So let's get going. Alright YouTube, so I hooked up a battery to it and I squirted a little bit of PB Blaster right into the cylinder just to kind of re-lube it up. Normally I use more of a mystery oil, but these cylinders are a lot harder to get into. So I said, screw it, let's try that. Now let's check for spark. I have a used but almost new spark plug I'm going to throw in here. It didn't have any spark plug when I got it, so. Oh yeah, she's got spark. Her starter Bendix don't sound too good, but that's alright. You can't expect much when you only spend right about $100 for a little mini quad. Alright, let's try this again. Ready, let's go. Yeah, she's going. So she's got spark, so what I'm going to do is, let's throw this spark plug in there. I'll leave you guys going for this part. Alright, there we go. Now I have it gapped to like 0.025, I think. I don't remember if that's the correct gap, but that should be pretty damn close, if I'm correct. Alright, let's turn this off. Meantime, I don't know, YouTube, I have a good feeling that this thing is definitely going to start and run. Even the fuel tank is clean, which is great. That means it didn't sit with old fuel for a long time. Alright, here we go. Let's tighten her up. And again, this is just a spare. It's not even something I'm going to be using all the time. I love these mini quads, but as you all know, they're not really worth a whole lot. But they're fun. That's it. They're made to have fun with. Alright, there we go. That's pretty tight. Yep. So we already know she's got spark. I mean, overall, I know it sat for a long time, but it really isn't in bad condition. You know, don't get me wrong, it isn't in perfect condition. I have much nicer ones on the other side there. But it really is in pretty overall decent condition. I guess next, let's throw a carb on it. I have a brand new carb over here, which you guys what it looks like. I forget if I got a PZ20 or if I got a PZ22. This is only a 110cc, so I really didn't need a big one. I think this is a PZ20 actually. This might be a PZ20. Yeah. But anyway, comes with a brand new fuel filter, which is nice. It always comes with the super cheap fuel lines, as always. Dude, these things come so cheap. The little, oh wait, you guys can't even see it. Sorry about that. Here we go. So this is the little bottom piece here. Get this on. There we go. Hopefully that stays. Probably not, but it's wishful thinking, right? Now, so this is the carb we're using. Now hold on for a second. Look, you guys, I need to grab something. Hey YouTube, I'm back. I know this isn't the first time I use this kit, but I always get the 6 Sigma jet kit from Dyno Jet. I also love the little stickers they give. I know, I'm one of those. But anyway, got a jet kit for this. And they give you pretty much all the instructions. They literally, step by step, tell you what to do. So I'll even read it off. So remove the top of the carb, remove the slide needle and spacers, noting the order on the schematic. If your model has an adjustable type needle, move E-clip one position towards the pointed end. If not, install shims below, 2 per needle. After installing the slides on the carb, check slide movement. Basically, I think this one might actually have the slide. Like, if it's what I'm thinking it is in here, it might be perfect. Because all these newer ones, when you buy them new, like this one, typically have the slides. So let me grab. See, I never have all my tools right in front of me, unfortunately, so always stopping to need to grab the tool. Alright, here we go. Alright, YouTube. I'm getting ready here. Oh my god. Alright. There we go. So, we're going to take this needle. Well, first you take the little clip that's in there out. And honestly, if I remember correctly from the other TAOTAO, we're going to actually leave it in this position because it's already pretty far down. Because I had moved it last time. And it actually hurt it. Did not help. Remember, you don't have to follow what I do, but if you do choose to, it will run pretty well. So let's put this top temporarily at least back on. We're still going to have to get it onto the actual quad, but temporarily we still have to actually jet the bottom end out because these things run horribly for some reason. The stock jetting. Pretty sure it's just with the EGR systems that are on, not EGR, but all the emissions controls to pass standards here in the US. So here we go. We're gonna take apart this bottom and take a look in here. Alright, now remove the main jet and replace with 100. If it's still lean throttle, use 105. I think I'm just gonna use the 100. Remember, everything is labeled in this kit. You guys can see me. I know this isn't on a workbench, but let's be honest here. I think that this is how most people would end up working anyway. And I won this kit for 35 bucks, if I'm correct. For some people that might sound steep, but if you actually want your quad to run halfway decently, to me it doesn't make a huge difference. 35 bucks. It could definitely be worse. Now, you get a flathead screwdriver, which I actually have here. Alright. So all we're gonna do is, nope, this one don't fit. So you should have slight technical difficulties. Here we go. We're back. We're back to. So we have the new jet here. This might just be big enough, but I might honestly just put a bigger jet in. I might actually put the 105. I have a feeling that it's gonna, you know what, it's brand new carb, let's just use the one size bigger, I guess. I'm gonna go back and forth about 100 times now, deciding which one I'm gonna use. So here we go. Jet is right in the middle, and you can typically see what size the jet is. Now this one, I think this one actually says 78. I don't know if it's actually a 78 jet, but that'd be really small. So using 100 would definitely help. And they also include, even though it rarely ever fits for some reason, I'm already looking at it, it does not look like it's going to fit. I believe it's a Pilot. I always get these names mixed up, so sorry about that. Yeah, this one's not going to fit. They include it, I don't know why they include one that just doesn't even fit, but it's fine. That's something I need anyway. This carb is still brand new. So what we're going to do is, I always like to save the old one, and we're just going to throw it in here, and we're going to use that 100. I doubt it's going to be too rich. These things are just kind of pigs, if you guys know anything about these quads. Yeah, this is a 100 jet. They're pigs if you don't jet them out. Don't get me wrong, you can still use them, but it bogs down a lot otherwise. So there we go. It's as simple as that. You're gonna just put it back together. It really depends on your climate too, your temperature. I mean, anyone who's ever done any jetting before can tell you, like, if you're up in the mountains, I think when you're up in the mountains, you need more air, so you have to run it leaner, so it's less fuel going in. when you're at sea level, usually a little bit richer helps, especially like over here in Maryland. And let's say you're really below sea level, you're gonna need, you got a lot of air, so you need more fuel. So I believe that's how it works. You can, I don't know, don't 100% quote me on that. It's been a while. It's been a while since I could do. And it's been a while. Guys are probably like, what the hell? Ooh, we lost an O-ring. Remember, if your O-ring gets a little dirty, that's good. It kind of seals it off. I'm kidding. That's probably like, I'm not listening to this kid ever again. So, we got a new gasket here. Oh, well, we had a new gasket. Good. Alright, the carb is ready. Now, I'm going to remove this. You guys see that? So, this is the actual intake for the carb. I'm going to remove it, scrape off the old gasket. I'm going to put you guys on time lapse for that since I have a new gasket anyway here. Might as well use it. That's a perfect area for it to start to leak. And we'll go from there. Especially if you ever use ether, try to start these things up. They will, I guarantee you right now, they will destroy your gaskets if you use ether. So, try not to ever use ether. It's no good. So you guys should have a pretty good view. Maybe. Oh. I think I just shorted it out a little bit. Hopefully it didn't just burn it. Alright, YouTube, so now I want us both to see this. I'm interested to see if it's in good condition or bad condition. Where is my light? Alright. Actually, this one's a little bit better. Let's see what this fuel tank looks like. Actually, it's really not that bad. It is not. One thing I might see if I can do is just pull that filter out, because it's going to end up clogging. Do I have something long enough for that? Maybe these. This is one of those parts I never really bothered to buy. Whenever I have something like this come up, well, I need to just get in there deep enough just to grab something. Never able to. What else might just work? This won't be deep enough, I don't think. Yeah, no. That doesn't even reach. I wonder if I can just take a screwdriver to it. Oh, well, I got it out. Yeah, just float in there, I guess. Yeah. Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's put a little bit of fuel. We're not going to put too much for obvious reasons. We might have to end up cleaning this fuel tank out too. That should be plenty for a test. More than plenty. In fact, I'm already smelling fuel. So we got a brand new throttle cable. Let's put the cap back on here. On position, brake lights on, which means that my setup is working here. Let's see if we can not short this out. And let's see if we can start it. Put a little choke. What do you guys think? So, hoping that this is working. But I know it's also been a long time since it started. That sounds a little funky. I'm not going to give up on it yet. I have not checked the compression on it, so that might bite me a little bit. Let's grab the jumper. I don't see any fires yet with it, which is also good. It's always a good sign. And we already saw that we did have spark, so I don't think spark is the issue. If anything, it might end up being compression. But I was told that it did start up, so let's give it its best shot. Oh boy. Here we go. Let me put you guys in a tripod here. See if we can make this thing come alive. Here we go. Chokage. Oh. This isn't really one that I care a whole lot about, so little how you doing fluid might help her get going again. Choke off. Looks like it's definitely getting fuel. So I think the only other thing would be compression. This doesn't work. Let's try that. A little bit of fuel. Hopefully it doesn't backfire too hard. Try choke one more time. If that doesn't work, we'll start diagnosing it again. Alright, so I'm actually going to switch this to a charge. Alright, so we're going to have to, well, I'm going to have to take the spark plug out and see what is the problem. It did have spark. It was sparking. That I remember seeing. So let's take a look. How's the spark plug look? interesting. Sounds like it's got some sort of compression, from what I can hear, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh. It's going up. That is not enough to run. This thing has almost no compression. Yeah, we're right at about 70 pounds of pressure here. But, I wonder what I should try. They did say that they had it running. Sometimes it could be something as simple as just a valve. The head might be loose. We'll try that one. Let's try just tightening the head down first. Because sometimes it is just that simple. You know, these heads are known for coming loose because of the amount of vibrations that they have. But we might have a dud here. We might. Don't want to say it yet. We might have a dud. But honestly, I might be able to just let it sit with normal mystery oil, like I have in the past with some stuff that I've fixed. And sometimes that does help, so that might be worth a shot too. Previous owner told me it did sit for a very long time. So honestly, I try to always believe what they say, but you never really know what the truth is. So, you know, we're just gonna tighten all this down. And at least we have it rolling at this point. So it's better than it was, but not quite as good as it could be. I'm kind of at a middle ground right now. Tighten all of the head. Oh, they were a little loose. Alright. Let's tighten. Let's go this side. I think there are more on this side actually.